Hi, I'm Jon Decker, PGA instructor and author of the book, Golf is My Life, Glorifying God Through the Game. Today I want to work with you on coming out of the primary rough. And I really want to focus on tendencies from the rough. You know, one of the things about being in the rough is it's more difficult to play from because number one, you lose distance because the grass is going to slow down your club. And number two, it's more difficult to get the club face on the ball first because the grass gets in between it. So sometimes your ball comes shooting out, sometimes it comes out dead with no power, and a lot of times it misses to the left for a right-handed golfer. And the reason for this is when the club is coming down, it's coming into the grass, the grass is catching the hosel. This is the hosel right here. It's catching the hosel and it's turning the face. And if you were to, even a tour player, if you had them hit 100 balls from this out of the primary rough, you would see a lot of balls that would fly straight, but you would see a lot of balls that miss to the left. So you almost have to play for that miss. You know, when I'm coming out of the primary rough, I'm not firing at pins. I'm trying to get the ball back into play, or I'm trying to get the ball in the middle of the green, or I'm trying to get the ball in a safe area, maybe even not even, a bailout area, maybe right or left of the green. But more times than not, your ball is going to want to go left. So I've got this board here lined up where I'm lined up at the center of that tennis bubble, the white tennis bubble that you see. But if I were going to hit this shot, if I was trying to go to the center of that, I would actually align my body more to the right and make my normal swing. So my normal setup would be like this. My body's parallel to the board. Now I'm just going to aim a little to the right, and I'm going to go ahead and make my normal swing and see what happens. My ball ended up going dead straight at the building, even though I was aiming to the right. Now, that club actually got through the grass pretty well, which leads me to one of the most important things that you need to do when you get in the rough, and that is you need to make practice swings or rehearsal swings. Now here's a tip. Be careful where you make your practice swings. I see a lot of people in the primary rough make their practice swings real close to the ball, and they actually throw grass on the ball. You don't want to do that. You're already in a bad situation. You don't want to make it worse. So I always try to stand a little away from the ball more than normal. And I also try to recreate the lie, because sometimes you'll be in the rough where it's real heavy right here, and then right here it might be real light. And if you come over here and you're practicing in the light rough, you're not going to get the same resistance. So I want to make a practice swing, kind of feel the grass. And this grass, even though it's heavy, the club is sliding through. It's pretty dry, so the club is sliding through pretty easily. So I feel like with this lie right here that the ball is going to come out pretty well. Again, though, I'm going to err on the ball missing left. I'm going to take my normal setup, aim a little bit to the right, and go ahead and make my swing. Now that ball definitely missed to the left. And so I missed that one. The shot before would have been right on my target. That shot right there would have been 20 to 30 feet left of my target. And that's the unpredictability about the rough. That's why you want to be in the fairway. When I'm in the fairway, I don't have to worry about stuff like that. You know, my focus is how far do I want to hit my next shot. But when I'm in the rough, you've got to think more. You've got to understand what the lie is going to do. So make your practice swings, and if you're making practice swings and your club is really sticking in the rough, the best thing I can tell you to do is go with loft. Get a lofted club, like a pitching wedge or a sand wedge. Get it out, get it back in the fairway, and then go from there. But here, the rough's not too bad. I can go ahead and who knows, if I'm thinking properly and the situation's correct. For example, let's say the pin is on the left-hand side of the green, on the back left-hand side of the green, and I'm coming out of this lie right here in the rough. I might actually be able to hit it on the green and get it close to the hole. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to still take respect, because I always want to respect the rough. I always want to aim right at my target and just allow the club to do what it normally does, and the ball is going to, sometimes it'll draw, sometimes it'll hook, Sometimes it'll go straight, but at least I have kind of an idea what it's going to do. Very rarely, when I'm in the primary rough, is it going to slice out of the rough. So unless I'm on a severe downhill lie. So learn the rough, practice these shots. Real safe way to play it is to always go with more loft and always aim a little right of your target. If you do those two things, you're going to improve your game and you're going to lower your scores.